Hello, welcome to Foliage. My name's John McDonald, and today we're going to make an arrangement using this nice pot. Now this is actually a pot that's part of my dinner service, and I was down in the kitchen looking for another container to hold something else, and I spotted this and I thought, do you know, that would be perfect for an arrangement, and I've got the perfect flowers for doing this, which are these gorgeous roses. So what I've done is I've put in one of our wire bricks. So this was something that we've had a go at making in the past. It wasn't our original idea, it was someone else's on the internet, but we had a go, we've trialed it, we've really liked it, and it's a great alternative to foam. So it just wedged in there. I can bring it back to its shape when I take it out, but it's nicely wedged in, and we can add a good source of water. So whenever you make an arrangement, this is what it's all about, is supporting your flowers in the way that you want them supported, but also having that source of water. That is really such an important part of it. Now, what I'm going to do, normally I would put in my greenery first, but what I'd like to do is put in some of these roses first. And I'm going to put them in really just to show you how they can sit. So cutting everything at an angle, taking off any materials that are not good quality, not great. Now these are going to rotate a little bit, and the reason that they're going to do that is because I haven't put in the greenery. We don't have that structure of, you know, foliage that's going to support it. But what I'm doing is I'm basically going to stagger the roses, and we're going to make quite a traditional design. So I've really got my three down the middle. We're going to bring another one over to this side. Now the foliage on these roses is looking really good, so we're not going to worry about taking it all off. It's only really worth taking it off when things are in poor condition. So as you can see, that really holds the stems well. Just want it to go around a little bit. You can always have a wee wiggle to see where things are. But I thought it might be interesting just to see how we can put these stems in and then come back to doing the greenery. So we can maybe move that one up a little bit. So what we've done is we've created a nice asymmetrical base for our design. So I'm going to put in the foliage now, and this is just a variety of different materials. I've got some nice ivy. So some of the new growth on the ivy is quite nice, but also some of the mature growth as well. So again, just making sure that everything does land in the water is important. And we can bring this chunkier bit more to the back is fine. I actually think the ivy makes a really nice foliage in anything. So it's nice in a bouquet, it's nice in an arrangement because it has movement. You know, things, it's actually coming out, it's moving, stretching out in different directions, and that's quite interesting. And just the fact that it's a natural product as well is, you know, nice. So if you have sources of material, like if you're going to make something for your own house and you can use some of your own local material, then why not? It's a good way of saving on cost, but also making something look more natural. So I think sometimes a combination of commercial materials and local garden material is really the best of both worlds. So we've taken a bit of weight into the centre. We've got lots of movement with our ivy. The next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to put in some filler. So this filler is limonium. There's lots of different types of limonium. What's really nice about this is it's not heavy, it's quite light. And that's actually something that we want. We want to create a bit of a contrast between heavy elements and light elements. I can take that back a little bit as well. This is quite a kind of loose and free arrangement, but this is the type of arrangement that I quite enjoy making, and I think people quite enjoy looking at as well. And it's natural. It's not too contrived, and that's really quite the fashion at the moment, is to have something that is just more relaxed. So at the moment this is looking a little bit dark, and really the main flower that I wanted to bring in here as our secondary flower are these gorgeous gerbera. So now we can bring in a bit of height as well. So you can see that this structure that we have internally in our pot is really holding the stems well. And the great thing with that is it's a bit like putting your flowers straight into water. They are not being inhibited by anything for taking up water. So if we think about like floral foam, essentially that does have a slight effect on flowers for their ability to take up water. Flowers will always be happier just in water, basically being more natural. So let me just bring one or two of these through the back. This really is quite a relaxed arrangement, but I think the pot is quite relaxed as well, so I'm not going to worry too much. When I first started out with flowers and working with flowers, things were very much in a geometric shape. So things were a triangle, but we did have a colleague who joined us who was much more where things were in a big circle. And in some ways this arrangement is reminding me of him and his style of work. And it was just a glorious celebration of natural materials. So I do have some lovely eustoma or lisianthus, and bringing that into our design is just going to lighten it and lift it. And really for this design, I'm going to go with what I do with a lot of the things that I make, which is basically say, you don't need to have lots and lots of different materials. Maybe we just need to have three main things. So we've got essentially gerberas and roses and lisianthus. And then the foliage is just supporting it and keeping it. But that's all we need. We actually get more impact from having less going on in some ways. And I think that looks pretty good. I've got a little bit of eucalyptus here that I'm just going to pop in. Add another wee bit somewhere else. There it is. And that little bit of lighter greenery is just going to help lighten it up a little bit. And at this point, you just want to do like a little double check. Are you happy with how everything's sitting? I'm not sure if I'm happy with him, but he's got his own style. He's got a little bit of a bend on him. There we go. So, a very traditional design, but hopefully I've shown you how easy it is to create quite a big design with a limited range of flowers. So we've essentially got roses, gerbera, lisianthus, and just some foliage. But by using a pot that's got a good water source, by using a mechanic that's going to be reusable and supports the flowers really well. We've created something with a lot of visual impact without having to go to a lot of great effort. The main thing is cut your flowers and make sure they have good water source. So I hope you've enjoyed today's video. If you have, then click that like button, that would be really good. If you've not already subscribed, then please subscribe, it really helps us out. And if you click the bell, you'll get notification of all our new videos. We try and put up a new video every week. We'd love for you to join us for our next design. And if you've really enjoyed watching this video, then have a look in our description. We've got a link to another video that we hope you would really enjoy as well. So until the next time, take care and we'll see you soon.